Hi class, in today's homework video we're going to solve some more proportions, but these ones are going to be a little bit more difficult. If you notice, we have our proportion set up, but there's a number with the x, so we're going to have to be a little careful and take an extra step. The good news is that we are still going to cross multiply. So I'm going to multiply my 5x and my 2 times 5x, and on the other side of my equal sign I'm going to cross multiply the 6 and the 5. 6 times 5. Here's the extra step. When I multiply 5x times 2, I end up with 10x, and on the other side I end up 6 times 5 is 30. Now it looks like an equation that we did in class today and your homework yesterday. This is 10 times x, and in order to do the inverse, we need to divide by 10 on both sides of our equation. So we end up with x equals 3. We think that that's our answer, and we can always plug in and double check. 5 times 3 over 6 equals 5 over 2. 5 times 3 is 15. 15 over 6 equals 5 over 2. Cross multiply again. 15 times 2 is 30, and 6 times 5 is also 30. So our answer checks out. You do not have to write this portion in your notes, just the solving. Let's move on to the next one. The next one, again, we have something with our variable, n plus 3. And we need to, again, be careful. This one's a little bit harder than the first one because we are going to need to distribute. Again, we're going to cross multiply. Take the n plus 3 times 2. If you have addition or subtraction with your variable, you want to make sure to put that in parentheses. So we have 2 times n plus 3. We want to make sure that that n plus 3 stays together. And let's do it on the other side as well, and this equals 4 times 3. We know 4 times 3 is 12, and let's go back and distribute. Remember, there's two ways we can distribute. We can use our arrows, or we can use the box method, 2n plus 3. Whichever way you prefer. I'm going to use arrows, and I end up with 2n plus 6 equals 12. Now this is a two-step equation, but again, we know how to solve these. We can do story. N goes on a walk. First n runs into 2, and the way the 2 is connected is with multiplication. Then we run into 6. The 6 is connected to n with addition. And we are going to do the inverse. The inverse of plus 6 is minus 6. 12 minus 6 is 6. The inverse of times 2 is divide by 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So our answer is n equals 3. Okay, so quickly going back up to the first problem, we had multiplication with our variable. So this one ends up being a one-step equation. Going down to the second one, if we have addition or subtraction with our variable, it will be a two-step equation, and we need to remember to distribute. We have one more example. This is example 3. And this is 5 over 3 is equal to 2x minus 2 all over 6. This one looks harder, but again, go back to the basics. We know we're going to cross multiply. We have 3 times 2x minus 2. So we have 3 times 2x minus 2, and that is all equal to 5 times 6. 5 times 6 is 30. And let's figure out this purple side. Again, we're going to distribute. You can use the arrow method or the box method. If you do the box, we're distributing 3 over 2x minus 2. I'm again going to do arrows. 3 times 2x is 6x. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. And we can do story to solve. And you don't have to do story if you'd rather do the traditional method. You're welcome to do that. X goes on a walk. X runs into 6. This first 6 connects with multiplication. And then we run into 6 again, but this 6 is connected with subtraction. The inverse of minus 6 plus 6, 30 plus 6, 36. And the inverse of times 6 is divide by 6. 36 divided by 6 is 6. So our answer to this inequality is x equals 6. Please make sure you have that work written down, and then try the 2 on your own problems at the bottom of your notes. Thank you, and I hope you liked my video.